We all know Blizzard is the company that gave us genre-defining games like Warcraft, Starcraft, or Diablo. But what if I told you there are at least 5 Blizzard games you probably haven't heard about? Don't believe me? Then stick around and find out for yourself. First on the list, we find The Death and Return of Superman, a game developed by Blizzard and published by Sunsoft in '94 for the Super NES and then in '95 for the Sega Genesis. At its core, this is basically a beat-em-up where you get to play as 5 different versions of Superman. Beside the original, there's Superboy, Man of Steel, Cyborg Superman, and the Eradicator. There's nothing groundbreaking here, and even Blizzard themselves probably don't want to remember this early effort. As one reviewer put it, if you must catch a glimpse of your favorite superhero, buy the comic book, not the game. Ouch. Next up, we find Rock'n'Roll Racing, a vehicular combat racing game that came out for the Super NES in '93 and the Sega Genesis in '94. What made the game stand out, in addition to the combat, was its rocking soundtrack. Think of it like this: if Freddy Krueger ever made an isometric smash and destroy racer, then this would be it. This was probably the first game that signaled the greatness which would later evolve into Blizzard Entertainment. I mean, at this point, they were still known as Silicon and Synapse. The game was very well received, and EGM even awarded it Best Racing Game of 1993, saying, "The several tracks and alien planets on which you can race add the variety the game needs to stand out. So crank up the stereo, grab the controller, and get ready." Okay, so I have this idea for a game. It's a cinematic platformer set on the planet Tool. You play as Kyle, the son of King Vlaros, who escapes to Earth when the kingdom of Androth gets attacked by Kadrasul. Now it's 20 years later and Kyle has to go back to his planet and reclaim his throne. That's Blackthorne for you, a game originally released in 1994 for the Super NES. The game is very similar to Prince of Persia as it involves running, climbing, and puzzle solving. But unlike that game, it also features guns, with the standout feature being the ability to push yourself against the wall in order to avoid incoming bullets. The game was well received by critics who praised its dark tone, great animation, intelligent gameplay, and the fact that you could kill prisoners after getting information from them. Wait, isn't that part of intelligent gameplay? When you think of competitive fighting games, you think of Capcom, Namco, or Tecmo. But did you know that you could also add Blizzard to that list? Released in 1995 for the Super NES, Justice League Task Force is a competitive fighting game co-developed by Blizzard, while the Genesis version of the game was developed by Condor, which would later become Blizzard North. Despite its star-studded roster, the game was released to mostly negative reviews. EGM pointed to the choppy animation, limited moves, and the poor controls when it gave the game 5.8 out of 10, noting that pulling off special moves was too much work to be any fun. Now, I don't need to wonder why I can't find it under the classic games section on the Blizzard website. Does the name Starcraft Ghost say anything to you? It was supposed to be Blizzard's big title for the Xbox and PlayStation 2, a tactical action game that was meant to diversify the company's portfolio and make a dent in the ever-growing console market. But after 3 years of development hell, it ended up being indefinitely postponed. Along with Project Titan, this is one of only 2 cancelled Blizzard games that we know about. But while we know almost nothing about Project Titan, a build of Starcraft Ghost was recently leaked on the internet, which means that if you want to play this 17-year-old game, you probably can. As for the actual story of the game's development troubles, just do a simple Google search. Well, that was that. 5 Blizzard games that you probably haven't heard about. Did you know about some of them? Or were they all new to you? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you want to learn more about Blizzard, games, and probably tech in general, make sure you visit windowsreport.com for that error-free tech life, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more relevant videos. See you next time.